Okay, so just wanted to show you guys something here. This is was going to be, this takes about an hour to do, so I wanted to shorten it down a little bit. But what you're seeing here is actually my vehicles page, or sheet I should say, in the Mojave Matrix. There's two sheets that this pertains to: the vehicles, a manifest, and the waybill. And the whole purpose of this, if you can see on the left hand side, is the car types. And what we want to do basically is take random car orders and then random placement of waybills from an originating train that we're going to basically generate. So I've done everything except the last 54. I've put in order the first 54 cars, so that's no problem. What we're doing now, and we've actually sorted them. If you want to see how the randomization works, I'm just going to put a bunch of zeros. See these ones here? What it does is it picks the highest percentage out of every class. Now I don't have any power to this, but if you watch this column here with all the ones and everything, it associates to the highest percentage in each car type. You don't have to worry about that, but what it does is, so say this one was 1 and you were going to pick the first car, well, you would hit number 1 here, and then you would go to another one like up here, which would be number 2. But I'm going to delete that. And it changes every time you type in a number. It actually changes the order. So you see all these numbers here. Don't worry about the highlights, they're all done. All the car numbers and everything, they're all set up. How this comes into play is when we look back at the last 4 that were done, 51, 52, 53, 54 blank. This is what I wanted to show you, and this is the power of this sheet and how it works. Well, 54 is item to the third, is on the third one. So 54 is on the third one. It's actually the third number selected. So when we hit the number 3, right down at the bottom here, it pulls up the waybill number, which is 329. And as you can see over here, it sure enough is 329. The other ones, 53, 52, are up here. So that's 1 and 2 is 52, and 52 and 53 is 1 and 2. So 1, 2, and 2. I gotta find where 51 is. Hiding somewhere here. We can find it. Where is it? 51. Okay, there it is. It's the BNSF 480 hopper. That's the second item. The reason why it does the index is number 1 would call up 338, number 2 would call up 329. Those are waybill numbers, these are card numbers. So 51, and my voice is down because it's the middle of the night. Actually, it's very early in the morning. But I wanted to get this done. So 2 is there. Perfect. Okay. So we're now set. If you had any duplicates, what would happen? Just so you know, there's a count if here. This would show 0 or 2 in this column. So in case you're double counting or you use the same number twice, like for example, if I put the acid car as 1, you'll notice now over here it's changed to 2. Well, there's no acid cars in this train, so it counts the number of occurrences. So now that puts it back to 1, everything's fine. Now here's the beauty of it. All that data that you just put, remember there's box cars, there's 6 box cars at the head end of this string of cars that we're creating. And I'm not going to do the whole thing, I'm just going to show you an example. But I'll just do maybe the first 10 cars. So We're going to put this over here, minimize it. Now as you can see, this is 54 cars. I don't have a name on the last one. Oh, that's right, that's a 55th, that's okay. There's 54 cars, which is fine. So, now, over here, I'm going to do my Shift F1, because this is the track I'm putting it under. I'm going to Control F1, which is fine, because all I want to get is this window here. So we want to go into the boxcars. We're adding the first item, which is the WC01. Next one is a plate F SP01. Next one is a CR01. Next one is BNSF02. Now notice the order keeps changing, right? This is the exact order that it appeared as we were going through them, but R801, which is that one, AOK 01. Now it wants a tank car, and we'll do a tank car for the hell of it. Where is it? There we go. 107 BNSF 01. Okay, we'll just do 7. So, now I'll minimize this for now. Actually, it doesn't matter. The placing the thing on the track is the hard part, so let me put this into here. What you want to do actually, yeah, it's still there, good. Settings saved. You want to move yourself into the position where you're kind of dead center. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Did it do it? I don't know if it did it or not. Yeah, I put it on the wrong track. Oh well. Good enough. Meant to put it on this track, but for some reason it did on that track, so that's fine. We'll put it on 4 for the sake of this. But see, now there's your cars there, right? So, you Shift F1 again. I'm moving my window over, as you can see. So now, get over here, you bugger. Okay, fine. So now, all you have to do is you're putting your tag numbers. Remember, these are the waybill numbers in the system. So you put 643 is the waybill. You randomly load it to, because these are all loads. These are loads coming from Yermo. And let's see how much time I got. Oh, I'm doing great. This takes well over an hour to do, by the way, just to make up a train, but a tedious process. But whoops, gotta randomly load it. See, all I'm doing is copying now all that random sorting and everything like that was to basically get these waybills in a random order. As you notice, this front block is going to be Mojave. Now this is a 54 car train, so I would have kept on doing it, but the key here is you're going in the order of what you want your train. 642, and there you can see the tank cars at the end, the last one there. So that's pretty much it. You'll get the gist of it, basically. I got a few more minutes here, so let me see if I can fool around with the different things here. So 518, randomly loaded. Now it's over on the wrong track. I'm actually gonna delete this. But had I had it set up right from the beginning, I would have had it positioned already. It would have been on the right track. But for the sake of argument, I'm gonna delete it because I don't want it there. I'll relinquish control now. But anyways, let me get out of that for a second here. Get out of there. Thank you. Let's see how much time we got left here. Well, that's what I do. I do a random selection. You notice the first car was up here, but the first waybill might be over here somewhere. And it's just a pick and choose. Every section has it. Power has it. If you were looking for power, it would have a 1 there beside 88%, so that's the highest percentage. These are all random. It looks for the highest percentage on each, 96%, whereas the others are 95, 63, 15, etc., etc. So if I'm going to change numbers, you'll see them start changing. See the ones that are starting to change? That's basically how I go ahead and select the particular waybills and everything like that from the manifest. Now, that's the manifest. It creates the manifest, I should say. Everything's created from the manifest down here. All that blue area, I had to put in the numbers to basically tell me what index it was. So this is the first, the second, the third, and the fourth occurrence of a used oil tank. I have 8 used oil tanks. I put an 8 beside there so that I kept on picking until I got 8. And sorry for the low voice. Hopefully this works out. And I think I'll cut it short instead of boring you any further. But that's basically the gist of making an entirely unique train. And the cool thing about this is once you do this, it takes about, like I said, it takes about an hour just to go through and randomly pick each and every one, randomly going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's a 100 car train, it's probably going to get you close to 2 hours. But in real life, you got to think about somebody who's taking the phone calls or the computer processing or whatever, and actually processing all those cars. So reality, it's a little bit quicker than real life, but it's still tedious nonetheless. But it really enhances the switching experience because then you have unique cars, you have cars in different locations, so every time you switch, it's a different experience every time. But other than that, we'll cut it short for now, and talk to you later.